Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to our channel, please take a few minutes to hit that like button if you find value in this, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. I actually was talking to somebody else who has a YouTube channel, and this topic came up, you know, the like and subscribe thing. We noticed that one of our vlogs, it went crazy because the likes were super high, and that helps people find the channel, the algorithm to find it. But as I was talking to my buddy, he was telling me that everybody does it. You just have to take a few minutes on every vlog and say, hey, like and subscribe. It really helps our channel. All the big ones do it. Less Junk, More Journey, Long Honeymoon, Changing Lanes, KYD. Every once in a while you'll see them just take a few seconds in the middle of their vlog or their video and say, hey, like and subscribe. It helps, and it does. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents worth, and throw that in there. Pay no attention to that screen back there. Those are grandbabies. But we hope that you'll find some value, and that you will like and subscribe. If you watched us and you've come back, you know that we talked about going up to Lone Rock, which is in Utah. It's a beach camping up there. The problem is that it's really dry. And my good buddy, who I often refer to on this channel, I Go Where I'm Towed, sent us some pictures. In fact, I'm going to grab some of his video from his channel. I've got permission, of course, but show you just how dry it is up there. In fact, he said the potable water isn't even turned on. They had to get water somewhere else and bring that in. So we're not going there. We're going to stay here for the rest of this week, and then we're going to go up to Verde Valley, and we'll talk about more about that later coming up. I just wanted to put up right up here some of the timestamps for this video, in case you just want to jump ahead to some of those, including Starlink. And then I talk about some of the products that we have found useful that other people may not talk about quite as much. There's a lot of videos out there about the essential things that you're going to need. Sewer hose is super important, and we've had our incidences with the messy stuff. So if you'll take a few minutes to watch that part of it, then you'll realize that we can save you a lot of trouble, because the washers and the hoses that you can get at Wally World, Walmart, are pretty cheap. You won't want to get the cheap ones. Anyway, more about that later. Let's talk about Lone Rock. Okay, this is taken from I Go Where I'm Towed his channel. He's there at this particular place, Lone Rock Beach, and it's mostly beach and not so much water. But I wanted to show you the difference, the contrast, and you need to go watch his video. He gives some really good information locally about the area. This is normally what it looks like. As you can see there in the background, that is the rock at the beach, Lone Rock. It's pretty incredible. I've been told you can go out there and touch the rock, and this is a comparison. You can see this picture is courtesy of ArizonaFamily.com. That's where I found it. Wow, what a contrast to what it is right now and what it's been in the past. Anyway, this is back to I Go Where I'm Towed's video, and you can see the rock there again, and this is really the reason why we are not going to be camping out there. I think he said the water isn't even turned on where you can get potable water unless you get it before you come in. And this is where he's showing the water line. So it's really sad, but he does pan over here to the right and show you there is water down there into Lake Powell. I have not been able to find on any website, news site, other than the word drought is all I get for the reason why that there's no water there and why the water level has gone down so far. If you know why, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. This is sad. I think some of you are maybe have stopped praying for rain, so it'd probably be a good idea to pray for rain. Okay, let's talk Starlink real quick. What we've found with Starlink is that we're able to plug and play. Here's an important thing that we seem to be finding out, those of us who stay in communication with each other. Don't change your home address. If you're going to return back there, don't change it. You go out as you're traveling. We're full-time RVers. We park someplace, we put it on the roof. It's plug and play. It will go into roaming. That's what we found on everybody that we've talked to. It goes into roaming. You don't want to change your home address because you may be wanting to go back there. So you could be kicked out. If everybody and his brother buys it while you're out, you might find it more difficult to get back in. We're just going to look real quick at the Starlink app itself because I have noticed that it's getting better and better all the time. And in fact, if I can get past this stuff here, my big finger's little phone, you'll see that it comes up and says that the uptime, the outages, are just about non-existent. A couple of seconds and actually says keep up the good work, dishy. Home address, keep it. Leave your area, roaming. It should be almost automatic. If you found different, let me know. Okay, hi everybody, we're outside. We're at Monte Vista, and I'll have Patty zoom around with the camera in a minute, but right now we want to look at this. This is a Rhino, and this is a brand new one. And the thing that we like about these is this plastic that they use in between these metal rings right here. We have had these for 3 or 4 years. This is 3 years I've had this. I finally replaced one because it'll get a leak in between these two metal things. So this company, Rhino, has the best. There's another company out there that's in Wally World, Walmart, and it's not very good. We had it maybe, took it out 3 or 4 times, and it just failed on us. It just started leaking. And as you know, once it starts leaking, it starts stinking. The other thing you need to watch for that nobody really talks about much is this is another Stinky that I have, an extra one that I keep up inside here. That washer right there. The washer will fall out of the way, or fall out. And if it falls out, you get the same problem. It'll start leaking. Alright, so another thing I wanted to share with you, one of the things I wanted to explain to you, a lot of people don't go over, is when you're at a place like we are, Patty, if you'll come back this way, and your sewer is hooked into, this is full hookups, right? So what we do is I leave the kitchen open, which is the other one back here, and then I leave this one gray tank open. This is where if we take showers from the front for the bath. This is the gray tank for the front, and this is the black tank. When you're parked, I usually leave the others open so it just flows freely out of the tanks. But this one here, you do not want to pull open. You want to keep your black, brown poop stuff closed all the time until you're ready to dump. If you don't, if you think, well, I'm fully hooked up, I'm just going to leave it all open, just try that one time. Try that for about an hour or two, and you'll have flies all over the place. For some reason, the kitchen water doesn't attract them, but the brown, black water, the poop stuff, it will. So what everybody does, everybody that knows, but nobody talks about it, is when you're full hookups, you leave this in all the time until you're ready to dump. Now, a lot of people call it burping, but when you're inside the rig, it'll start to smell funny, and that's when you know. After a week or so with us, we found you got to pull the black water and flush it out, and put water in the black tank, flush all that out, and then you put these pellets that Patty will show you here in a minute inside, and put a little water in it, which she'll also tell you about in just a second, and keep that closed until you're ready to flush it again. Okay, so that's really important. You only do that when you're ready to go. So when we go to leave, we'll flush it out one time. A black tank will be cleaned out. The rest of them you can leave open. Okay, so now when you're going somewhere to dump, let's say you're going to park somewhere and you're going to dump your stuff, but you've been out boondocking. So this is very important. So what we do is just the opposite. This gray tank and that kitchen water are both pushed in. They go last, right? So when you pull somewhere and you're going to dump, the first thing you want to do is pull your black tank and have it go through. And this little thing right here that's also, I showed you earlier, this little window thing right here is super important. Because you can see when it's done, finished clearing out, okay? So once that brown starts slowing down and gets to the point where it's just dribbling, then you come back over here. And this is your kitchen. I'll pull my kitchen next. Right here. I pull my kitchen. So that kitchen water drains. Once I see that getting down to where it's just about nothing at all, okay, then the last thing, which is the cleanest water of all, because remember I'm dumping, I don't have any other water unless you put water in it from where your dump station. The last thing I do is pull this gray water from our showers, and the shower water goes through and cleans out the hose. And I shut it all back down. Okay?
Hi folks, just a couple of little things about bathroom cleanliness, and decided to tell you about this in the kitchen instead of the bathroom because the bathroom's kind of tight quarters. So we use two different toilet treatments. One of them I'm sure everybody's seen before out there. It's Happy Camper, and it's very good. It's organic, and it's supposed to be good for the environment, all those kind of things. And all you do with this one is use the little scoop, fill it up, put it into a container, fill up the container of water, make sure it's nice and cleaned out, dissolved. I keep one container just specifically for this purpose because I don't want to then use it later, even if it's organic or not. I don't really want to mix juice or something in it. So this is just for, toilet water treatment. So once it's dissolved, you just pour that gallon into the toilet bowl. And usually I take a minute to flush out the bowl a little bit and get it down into the tank. So that's one method of treating your toilet tank. The other one, which is much more convenient, is just a drop-in. You just drop one of these little packets into the toilet, and it does the same thing. I do like this better, but there's times when I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative with some water, and so I will use one of these. Or if we've gone, like, let's say 10 days and it's starting to smell, I don't want to waste a whole little the little bucket full into it, the measuring thing. So I will just do one of these at the end just to keep the smell down until it's time to dump. A couple of other things. We occasionally, when we've been out, especially boondocking, we will use these ultra thick bathing wipes. They're by Nurture. You can get them on Amazon, but they're large enough and thick enough, durable enough that you could do your whole body wipe down basically instead of a shower. And once you open one of these packets, there's 10 wipes inside, so it can dry out. So I usually just keep the unused ones in a Ziploc bag. And we usually just keep them under the sink, and anytime we need to run a quick shower substitute, we do. The other thing, we haven't tried these very much, but these are compressed pellets. And what these are basically a tiny little compressed piece of cloth that, with just maybe a small, eighth of a teaspoon or eighth of a cup of water, you would then have a wipe that you could use to clean with either your body or your surroundings, whatever it is. It's just very convenient. I think a lot of backpackers use these because they're easy to carry and lightweight. So basically they just put some water on it, let it expand, unfold it, and use it. So those are our tips in the bathroom.
Okay, we need to get our little grease board thing goes. Take 47. Anyway, we're trying to do this sitting down where we're relaxed and try to, instead of standing up all the time, Patty said, so we decided not to do it that way. Anyway, we've had a kind of a busy week. We went down to Mexico for the third time to get Patty's dental work finished, her crown that they did a mold for the last time. She had to go back and have that put on. Not really happy with it. She says it feels a little off. I think we all feel that for the first like week or so, and then it starts to...
Yeah, it's not so much that it's off. I just think that I've got this infection that's making it so that it is a little tender still.
Yeah, she's a little grumpy.
I would agree with that. I'm just...
What time you want dinner? Anyway, she's all right.
You know, I have earache and sinus infection from it, and so it's just feeling a little off.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We just wanted to end this vlog. We're really testing out some lights, a little bit different camera, a little different sound. See if we can make things a little better for you, because we got big plans coming. We got some exciting stuff. We're trying to get up to, so help us out. We need you to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's help it grow. Please don't be afraid to make comments down at the bottom that you like and what you don't like, what you want to see us cover and do. The whole sewer thing, to me, that I never understood why somebody didn't take the time to explain in all these videos how important the washers are and how important it is that when you've got full hookups, you keep that black tank shut off and just don't leave it open all the time. I was up in excuse me, a national forest in Utah. The first time I ever had a rig, and I left the sewer thing open, and we left for the day and came back. The flies were ridiculous. So nobody ever talks about that. And you know, when you go to dump and you go to a dump station, the first thing you want to pull, I already went over it already on the video as you've seen, but you want to pull that black tank first. Get all that junk out of there. You can actually even turn on your water pump if you have water, regular water, and move it over to the black tank and flush that out if they don't have a hose, so you can connect it to your black tank flush. There's a couple of things you can do, but you really want to work on that and keep that smell down. Other than that, what else you want to say? Oh, we're in Monte Vista. We're going up to Valley Verde. There's a ton of videos out there on Verde Valley 1000 Trail, so we're not going to go over that. We're going to try to get up to
Sedona and some of the hike near there. Some of those.
Yeah, trying to explore around Sedona and see. It's really a beautiful place if you haven't seen it. So other than that, we'll see you on the next video, the next vlog.
Bye all.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm.